For viewers who are old enough to possess a driver's license, reality TV shows in the auto show genre may be the most exciting. This reality TV philosophy is excellently exemplified by Gas Monkey Garage, a restoration and custom automobile shop made famous by Discovery Channel's television show Fast and Loud. However, it hasn't always been easy for the group of brilliant engineers and mechanics who restore and market old cars, as the show and its members had to go through a lot of problems before being finally called off. So why was Fast and Loud canceled? And what did Richard Rawlings have to do with the reason behind its cancellation? Stay with us until the end of the video to find out the real reason why Fast and Loud ended. And let's get started. Fast and Loud debuted on the Discovery Channel in the year 2012. The team led by Rawlings at Dallas's Gas Monkey Garage was part of a reality television show on the Discovery Channel, and the efforts to turn beaten-down automobiles into moneymakers were featured on the show. Two mechanical wizards, Richard Rawlings and Kaufman, were also featured on the show as they explored Texas's remote places and beyond. The group drove down roads in search of one unique vehicle to refurbish in barns, swaps, and open fields. The difficult part was deciding on the right car, though. However, Rawlings broke the bad news to its audience and announced that there would be no more episodes and that the series wouldn't return for season 17 after 8 prosperous years and 16 seasons. So how come the show was canceled all of a sudden? When inquired about his show by podcast host Joe Rogan, Rawlings stated that he had left the Discovery Network and was now a free agent. But what actually happened? Let's dig a little deeper to find out more. Richard Rawlings, host of Fast and Loud, is one of the most endearing automotive figures in the world, and most of us are familiar with him. Although he may be best known for his work as the show's host, he is also highly known for the Gas Monkey Garage, which has a corresponding YouTube channel. In addition to this, he has been in a number of Dodge Motor Company television ads that promote their vehicles. Therefore, even if you think he is arrogant and nosy, the work he and his staff did on restoring cars was exceptional. When Rawlings appeared as a guest on the Joe Rogan Experience in December 2020, specifically episode 1578, it was revealed that the show had been canceled. Rogan questioned Rawlings about the show's fate throughout the broadcast, and Rawlings stated plainly that the show was ended. Additionally, he disclosed that he was a free agent after leaving Discovery. At the same time, Rawlings was happy to announce that he had plenty of cool things lined up for the future. It was really challenging for Rawlings to decide to leave the show, but since he had always wanted to develop and evolve, this was the ideal time for him to act on his ideas for the future. However, it's hard to deny that Fast and Loud had a successful run. With over 300 episodes, it performed admirably and established Rawlings as a household brand in the United States and around the world. Speaking of the issues, we can say that Rawlings was never far from controversy, both on and off the screen. Throughout the show's history, he had many disputes with some of his staff, and usually whenever an employee would run into an argument with Rawlings, they would soon find themselves running out of the garage. This happened quite a few times. On the other hand, Rawlings was dealing with his second marriage behind the scenes, as his 10-year marriage to Suzanne Mergel started to fall apart and he was under a lot of stress juggling his work responsibilities. The two eventually divorced, but thankfully they were able to reconcile their disagreements and wed again in 2015. Naturally, all good things must come to an end. Thus, it was no surprise to many of Rawlings and the show's admirers when he announced in 2020 that the renowned Fast and Loud event was ending. The Discovery Channel TV show ran for almost 10 years, from June 6, 2012 until June 8, 2020. So what was the reaction of the fans to this news? It's pretty obvious that many Fast and Loud viewers were disappointed hearing about the cancellation of the show. One of the viewers took to Twitter and said, "Two of my favorites. I listened on my ride home and have to say that I'm sad to hear the news. Fast and Loud is one of my favorite shows. Thanks for 8 awesome years. Looking forward to what the future has for you and Gas Monkey Garage." In response, Richard tweeted back, "Not the end, just a new chapter in Gas Monkey Garage's book. Just wait till you see what I have planned next." However, these weren't the only catastrophes Rawlings had while serving as the lead actor in Fast and Loud. Like many business titans, Rawlings entered the hospitality market by founding the Gas Monkey Bar and Grill, which, like his show, was the subject of numerous controversies. Most significantly, it was discovered after a sting operation that they were using inferior substitutes for premium liquor, which caused a lot of issues for him. Currently, it appears that Rawlings has moved on from many of these experiences and is on a new quest for success. So, can we expect the show to come back in the future? Well, back then, Rawlings spoke about what the future might hold for him, and one thing he revealed at the time was that he wanted to work on a podcast for himself, as no one in his world was really doing one at the time. He has, of course, appeared on quite a few podcasts since then, and it was an ambition of Rawlings for years. Rawlings said that social media didn't really fall into that, as it wasn't as big a thing in 2012 as it is now in 2022. Since he was only signed up to work for Discovery, Rawlings really had no opportunity to post his own content during that time. Additionally, a provision in his contract effectively prohibited him from criticizing Discovery while he was employed there. In fact, if he did that, he could be fined up to $25,000. Naturally, no one wants to spend that much if things between you and your employing studio aren't going well. We believe this is one of the major reasons why Rawlings actually quit, because he did not want anyone controlling his freedom. So what is Rawlings doing now? Now that Rawlings has started his new journey, his on-screen style has evolved. He has started a new podcast titled Monkey Trap, which is aimed to entertain his millions of admirers on Facebook, Instagram, and elsewhere. Fans can find it on YouTube. Rawlings made a significant shift when he left Discovery to concentrate more on YouTube and numerous automobile projects. It sounds like it was stressful at times with Discovery, since it took him 5 years, for example, to do a crossover with the renowned Chip Foose, but he seems to be embracing the additional freedom. The fact that the episode ended up performing so well made Discovery believe they were geniuses. However, since leaving the channel, Rawlings has achieved great success and his content is among the best available. Additionally, Rawlings recently launched a food truck in Dallas for $500,000 that has a lot of curb appeal. The 42-foot-long mobile kitchen vehicle was uniquely created by Cameron Davies, CEO of Cruising Kitchens, a San Antonio-based manufacturer of vehicles. The food truck on steroids includes t-shirt cannons and a daily capacity to feed 10,000 people. According to sources, Rawlings plans to leave the car in the backyard of the Gas Monkey Garage at 2330 Merrill Road in Dallas, which is known as the Monkey Yard. The reason behind this is to let fans come to his yard and enjoy his food services. According to various reports, fans of Gas Monkey can enjoy the personalized menu created by the Discovery reality star that would include burgers, pizza, and tacos. Therefore, it appears that Rawlings' decision to cancel Fast and Loud was the best one of his life, and he is essentially content with the pure joy and freedom of his current life. That's all for today. If you're interested in more, have a look at this video. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe.